So we're in year 3 back into the Fraunces Tavern that we can look at it, what he do for this George Washington, and then but next we're going to give you for the North Hudson River this map. This is a really old one. It can tell you about the Fraunces Tavern right over here on this one, and actually tells you about Robert Townsend's, and then also New York City Patriotic Spy Operations, and then also James Remington's, and who else do we have here? Hayim Solomon, Hercules Mulligan, and then the network. And when we get to that, we're going to see the rest. Now this is what it is. This is a pulling down the statue of George III. This is what it says. The image was engraved on the eve of the Civil War, 70 years after the read of the Declaration of Independence at New York City's comments on July 9, 1776. The result of the monuments reading was that the Vassary mob of Sons of Liberty and fellow patriots tabulated the 4,000 pounds guard and Australian statue of King George III at the Bowling Green Park. And this is what it is for. That tells you about this one. You make sure about the Builder one. So this is George Washington. I didn't see if I noticed what the human tubes are, but I'm not sure I quite see. But I don't know what kind George Washington's tubes, human tube or ammo tubes or whatever. I'm not sure what's the spy room's called. Is this called the Benjamin Tallman? That he is. This is the members of the Benjamin Tallman. So he was a Continental Army officer and managed a Washington Secret Service. His grandson Frederick S. Tallman was a great son of William Floyd. So Benjamin Tallman was the only witnesses at Washington's Fraunces Tavern farewell who wrote down an account of the event in memorial, and this is his diary, what he wrote about this book. So about those Benjamin Tallman, this is the print from original pencil sketch portrait of Benjamin Tallman by Colony Troubadour, and what he has here, and I'm not sure what's the spy rings are, but I don't know what the spy rings is about the Benjamin Tallman, but if you guys know about the Benjamin Tallman, just let me know in comments, alright? And we have here on the monument of the memory for the 300 years of living histories, and you're quite sure for it. This is from the beginning, like at the 1965, and this is the tavern for 1762 right now for the tavern. It was in family 1719, and then account for 1907. Also the 1785 to 1788 Congress office, and what we have here for I'm quite sure we got this one for this 1801, 1904 through that boarding house. But here, this is the mid 19th century. And this is right from beginning 1907 right now for this museum, 1900s.
So it wouldn't necessarily be communist, but probably would have been accurate.
Yeah, that's the one for the Samuel Francis. Like this for the bars and dining areas. And quite sure you can be on, right? But you can have anything, but we may come back for this one. But it is that he is Samuel Francis and the Tavern. But you're quite sure it is going to be great. I just want to show you about this one, the Clinton dining room. This is by George Clinton in 1739 through 1812, and you may share about this room for this one. This dining area for George Clinton,
Take a look.
and I have all the way. And you also got over here on the corner the Clinton room wallpaper. This is from what these artists by for the Jean Zuber and Clyde the wallpaper 1838, and then give to the Dr. Clinton Andrews for the 1968. And you guys see it might be quite all the way for the George Clinton's dining room and the wallpapers, and all the way around here that you create all of these for this resident, and you might who can decide what can usually go to the George Clinton's dining room and the wallpaper to see it? I'm just going to give you a real much quick. It shows like this one. This is the dining room over here, and all you want for the wallpaper. And it says this is a bookstore. Fraunces Tavern Museum. This is this one here for all this way to do. You can read it for it. And what's about the Samuel Fraunces talks about? It's kind of like we say about the Samuel Fraunces and the Tavern. And I should make sure about James looking for this book about Fraunces Tavern. And you might be for the King's Cross colors. Excuse me, King Cross colors. That's why for the toy guy just said before. And also the George Washington. And you make sure you can see about the T-shirts on it. And it's all about it. We also got here for the bring home a treasure from Fraunces Tavern Museum. About his hats on there over here, and then you got this with the feathers on, pens, and then models and objects on, butterflies and the fans, and then spoons, and then pins. Also the frames on it, the postcards. And
well, it could have been like,
here we are. So lastly, we have Fraunces Tavern. Did you say about Samuel Fraunces? To this building in general, George Washington came and it evacuated on. This is from November 25th, 1788, and on Thursday, December 4th, following here took of their principal officers of the army yet in service. So if you have interested what was about here, or actually if you like to interested what you can visit the Fraunces Tavern, or actually for the Fraunces Tavern, just like I said before, just write me a comment below. You have to share videos. After you just video, you want to subscribe to my channel, and then you have to click the bell to see all notifications about new videos and the latest videos. So if you want to see the previous one, I'm going to put the link for these two in the description box below if you want to see for the last 2 years later for that. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much, and oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Fraunces Tavern.